They braved tear gas and police batons in Hong Kong, demanding democracy from China's communist rulers. And the Occupy Central movement vows to dig in. But back in mainland China, CNN's coverage of protests blacked out, and over on state TV, the Hong Kong protests are largely ignored. Out on the street, state media has been warned to toe the party line. This headline saying, Occupy movement creates instability in Hong Kong. It's very difficult for Chinese in the mainland to get the full picture of what's going on. I don't know about the protests, says this man. No, what news? Haven't seen it, she says. I think there are people with ulterior motives behind the protests, he says. It's probably the US. The Americans are always doing evil things. China media expert Jeremy Goldkorn says the ultimate battle is on the internet. Facebook, Twitter and Google were all already cut off in China. After protests began, the party censored photo-sharing site Instagram.
There is the idea that images are just as powerful as text when it comes to spreading certain kinds of ideas the Chinese government would prefer not to be spread in China.
Those ideas, the freedom to vote, freedom of expression, freedom of assembly, are all openly debated in Hong Kong, but far more dangerous to the party here. The situation in Beijing couldn't be any more different. If even a small group of protesters moved on to Tiananmen Square, they'd be stopped immediately and detained. The Communist Party in mainland China doesn't allow for any open dissent. Because the threat of the Tiananmen Square student uprisings of 25 years ago still looms over current party leadership. When it comes to Hong Kong, the propaganda and censorship machine in China is in lockstep. Their ultimate aim, making sure nothing at all threatens the party's grip on power. David McKenzie, CNN Beijing.